Okay, so we have one of the new EZAs that have arrived to the JP Dokkan version. Sub EZA for the Tech Hits Extreme Z Battle, Bota Magetta. Now, this Bota Magetta unit does seem to be, I think, a pretty good unit overall, right? This unit does guard all attacks, right? But there has to be a Universe 6 category ally attacking in the same turn. Or if you're under 80% HP. Now, 80% HP isn't really that bad to get in typical content, but most of the time you would likely want a Universe 6 category ally attacking in the same turn. They also get defense 10% per Universe 6 category ally on the team, up to 60%. So you pretty much want a full Universe 6 category team, which we are actually running right here today. So this is their EZA stats. We do have them on a full Universe 6 team here, and we're going to have them right here. So let's just explain more so what their exact kit is. So they get key 360% attack and defense, 10% at defense again per Universe 6 category ally, up to 60%. Guards all attacks when there's a Universe 6 category ally in the same turn, or if HP is 80% or below. Then when they receive an attack, they get 60% attack and defense for 3 turns. And then within that same turn, they get a 30% chance to launch an additional super attack, which does work very well with their super attack effect, which allows them to raise defense by 30% for 6 turns. So there's a lot of multiplicative buffs that can go into that, which is very, very good for us. Now, the one issue is that, unfortunately, there's some other defensive links we cannot get really on this team. Specifically, the, what's it called, Tough as Nails link. This link does actually give damage reduction 5% and 20% defense, but there's not really a good unit on this team that you could run and get this link with them, unfortunately. So it's just not really going to be a thing you're going to activate for the most part. But other than that, we can get like Tournament of Power and Warriors of Universe 6, which do give defense and the links as well. So I did give him full dodge too, right? I think full dodge is definitely the best build for this unit. Not technically full dodge, a lot of dodge. I did give him a little bit of additional too, just so the hidden potential one could potentially proc there. Offensively, don't really expect too much, but defensively, this unit could potentially be really, really good. Linked with Tech Hit, we do have Infighter, Tournament of Power, Warriors of Universe 6, and a Fierce Battle. So let's hop in, starting off at 193k defense. Once we receive an attack, we do get the 60% stats, which did proc in right there. And you see they're guaranteed guarding. So now we're at a 4.3 mil attack stat. We got 1 super, and that was the only one we did get off here. I would like to dodge this because this does debuff. Unfortunately, we did not actually dodge it. But they ate that for 122k, which I would say is a pretty nice number, right? This Meta Cooler Core can hit for pretty good damage, right? So even before we get a lot of like the defensive stacks we could get from the hidden potential system, I think they ate that very well for a turn 1 super attack from the Meta Cooler Core. Again, also considering that we do get defensively debuffed, so I mean, this unit is pretty much just your slot 1 guard unit, just your average slot 1 guard unit on this Universe 6 team, which I'm fine with. Universe 6 definitely does need help, right, if we're going to talk about it as a team. I guess the biggest issue is that Kale specifically doesn't really work well in some of these, like, you know, specifically the fusions of the Monster Red Zone, and then LRK and Caulifla could have struggles as well. I'll probably go ahead and just use the Sensu Bean here. I think that'll be fine. Just get that out of the way. We also brought Physical Champa. He actually does support by 40% to the Universe 6 category team. And I think, let me actually double check. I'll probably do a separate video on Champa in the future. Actually, Champa's not on Warriors of Universe 6, is he? He's just on the Universe 6 category team. Let me double check here for Champa. I believe when you're under, yeah, if you're under 60% HP or less, he does actually give an additional 20% stats. Maybe we'll see that. You know, we did fall under 60% HP there, but I did want to make sure that we would survive, right? You know, we don't want to, like, if Caulifla didn't really dodge any of those attacks, we would have very easily died, right, in the first slot. So it's good that I actually did end up doing that. Kale right here able to kind of cook a little bit. Luckily, Kale in turn 4 can transform to the Super Saiyan 2 Kale, which, you know, will be helpful because we do have a Caulifla on the team. Now, we definitely do need a stronger Khalifa unit if we're talking about this Universe 16 becoming really good again. Because Khalifa, like, in terms of the shorter events, LRK and Khalifa can't really do well. They are a very, clear build-up unit, and they want to stack defense over time. They want to build up their dodge and stuff like that, right? So obviously, if you don't really, get the opportunity to do that, you could definitely be in a lot of trouble. And like, let's say again, Fusion Zamasu, Goku Black and Zamasu, etc., etc. Like these very short fights. Alright, here we are. So, again, we're still going to have another turn without support, but look at the defense jump. 400k defense here, and they are defensively debuffed, right? This is 400k defense with guard, and that wasn't as high as what their defense is actually going to be. So, I mean, yeah, let's give them, like, benefit of the doubt. Maybe let's say 450 to 470k defense is what they would have been without the debuff. And then now they're getting another super attack here. We have the medium chance, which we are not getting the medium chance, unfortunately. I love the dodge here. Yes, okay, good. So now we avoided the defensive debuff here. So once we come back around with this unit, we should be able to get a pretty good look at their defense. Now, they won't have the actual, what's it called? What's the word I'm trying to find? They won't have like their full passive, because again, they get the 60% multiplicative attacking defense for 3 turns, which that defense definitely does matter, right? That's how we saw them shoot up to all the way that 400k defense stat, plus the 30% they get for the 6 turns, right? We'll see the max effect of that on this next turn, and we'll have Champa support, so it'll be the best scenario for this Bota Magetta here. And just looking at them, as long as you have the Universe 6 category ally, they look to be quite good. And I think they can handle slot 1 really, really well, which is a good thing for this team specifically. And even then, like, Universe 6, like, you could, I mean, I guess the issue is Universe 6, like, Kale is a solid option. Frost seems to be maybe a potential solid option. Champa, right? But I think we want like a LR hit or LR Kale or something like that, or Kefla, right? Something like that would be really, really good for this team. We'll go ahead and grab this. We'll get this here. Hopefully we don't. Nah, there's no way we kill here. There's like zero way. I guess the only thing that could happen is that we die because of the Meta Cooler Core. But we should be okay, as long as he supers us right here. I mean, if he supers LRK and Khalifa, we're probably dead. The Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa at the end would dodge, or she could, she probably would still tank it because type advantage. I guess, yeah, this is an issue. If we get supered right here by this unit, guess what, we're dead. We'll just have to hop back in. It's not the biggest thing ever, like, it's not like the end of the world if I have to hop back in with this team, but, it is kind of annoying, right? They're definitely, okay, well, are you, like, serious? Are you, like, for real? That actually is really annoying, but, wow. Dude, come on. That is very, very annoying, actually, that we just got super like that, but hey, I guess it is what it is, right? So, this time we're not really getting lucky with our rotations. Well, let me try to reset one more time, and we'll just go with the rotations we get. I'll just skip ahead until we get Bota Magetta against the Meta Cooler Core. I decided I'll just show the little turns that Bota Magetta is on still, just in case we get like some triple super turn. I think that could be interesting. Okay, they're taking a little bit of damage as they're after the debuff, but now that we're getting our super attack off, we should be good. Yeah, still no, like, double super. It would be nice if it was, like, an additional, like, guaranteed normal that has a medium chance to become a super, but it is just a flat 30% chance to do an additional super attack, which is okay, but it's definitely not as good as the guaranteed additional, because then, the guaranteed additional would obviously be able to proc the hidden potential system 1, but that's okay. Alright, we're simply gonna hope that we dodge the super, right? Watch this dodge. Okay, I guess we're gonna be debuffed. That's okay. But maybe we actually triple super attack this time. What about that, huh? Let's see. Let's see this triple super here. Watch. We're gonna cook. Triple super. Easy. And then we're gonna get a lot of defense. No, okay. That's fine. We have not triple super just yet. But that's okay. Alright, we should be good with living this turn. I guess unless Kale, like in the middle, gets one super attack. Which is not impossible to say that, like, oh, Kale in the middle gets just one super, then she dies because she only has the 20% reduction. But, I mean, even if she takes the super, as long as she gets her multiple... Okay, well... Luckily we didn't get super there, huh? That was very funny, okay. That's... Sure, man, sure. Alright. So we did not get the full Champa support, but that's okay. And what is our defensive stat looking like here? We're at 260k. This is before the 60% buff, right? So we're going to get a 60% buff on top of that, which will definitely push the defense up by quite a significant level. Alrighty, let's see here. There it is. I think, yeah, we took a little bit of damage first, but now we should be looking good. I would love Metacooler Core to super me right here. Yeah, okay, how much does this actually hit for? We have the Champa support, and we're looking good, I think. Yeah, 335k. Metacooler Core does still hit very hard, and even on his normals. His super attack hits for, I think around like 1.66 million. Right, because he doesn't get the attack raise for the turn. So he does actually still do some pretty good damage, which is obviously good to see that the Bota Magetta is able to eat that quite well. So he would be able to live a lot of super attacks in the most difficult bosses in the game, which is nice to see, right? Oh, Champa hitting an 8 mil right there. Not bad, not bad. Champa is not even under 200% here, I think. We do need to do a video on Champa later. I mean, the normals, he's not really tanking the best there, but... That is it for Bota Magetta there. Let me know what you guys think about this boy. I think they can cook. And now, catch you next time. Peace out.